Hello everyone, my name is Sahil Kunder and I am from batch 12CF. Today I'll be presenting on the topic OWASP 10 Understanding Common Web Application Vulnerabilities. This topic is very important because it highlights the most common security risks found in web application and it helps developers and security professionals build safer systems. What is OWASP? OWASP stands for the Open Worldwide Application Security Project. It is a non-profit organization that focuses on improving web security for everyone. They provide free tools and resources that developers and security teams can use to secure their apps. Their most famous contribution is the OWASP Top 10 list, which highlights the most common security risks in web application. Why OWASP 10 matters? This list is considered as a global standard for application security. It helps developers follow secure coding practices and avoid common mistakes. Secure Tester uses it as a guide for vulnerability assessment and to suggest fixes. OWASP Top 10 Overview. There are 10 categories of risks: broken access control, cryptographic failures, injection, insecure design, security misconfiguration, vulnerable and outdated components, identification and authentication failures, software and data integrity failures, security login and monitoring failures, server-side request forgery, also known as SSRF. I'll explain a few of these in more detail. The first one is the broken access control. This happens when users are able to access things they are not supposed to. Unauthorized access to resources, URL manipulation or IDOR flaws, missing function level access check. For example, changing a URL to see another user's data. It might be IDOR attack or performing admin actions without permission. The main root cause is usually missing or improper access check in the code. Injection. This is when an attacker puts malicious code into a program's input field. It might be SQL command. For example, typing SQL commands into a login form to bypass login and steal data. Common types are SQL injection, command injection, LDAP injection. The main issue is when input is not properly validated or sanitized. Consequences of a SQL injection attack: privacy is compromised, gaining administrative access to the computer, risk of obtaining general access to the system, data integrity is compromised, confidential and sensitive data are exposed. Security misconfiguration. This is one of the most common issues, basically bad settings in servers, apps, or database. Default credentials are open ports, unmatched vulnerabilities, leaked sensitive information. Examples like leaving default usernames and password active, having unnecessary ports open, not patching known vulnerabilities, which can accidentally leak sensitive data or make the system an easy target. Authentication failures. These are problems with login systems or session managements. Weak passwords or poor session handling, credential stuffing attacks, missing 2FA or rate limiting. Allowing weak passwords, not protecting against credential stuffing. When an attacker try many user password combos, not using the two-factor authentication, no rate limiting which lets attacker try passwords infinitely. Next comes SSRF, server side request forgery. Here the attacker tricks the server into making requests to internal system that should not have access to. Server makes unintended internal requests, can target internal infrastructure, may lead to data access or port scanning. This can allow attackers to access private data or scan internal networks. The few tools to detect these vulnerabilities are burp suite to intercept and test web traffic, OWASP Zap, a free open source vulnerability scanner, Postman for testing APIs, and Map to scan networks and find open ports. This slide likely refers to a demo or hands-on session where we actually try finding one of these vulnerabilities. We'll work on rate limiting in this practical session. For the practical, we are going to perform a rate limiting vulnerability. So get into any website, click, go to the login page, click on the forgot password, enter any email. It may be test123@gmail.com. Once done, uh, take the request from the burp suite, you get the same request, uh, send that request to the response, check whether it's proper, then send the request to the intruder, and there you can see that email this thing would be required. So there you can add the payload, and repeatedly you can send the request to the website and check whether it's vulnerable for the rate limiting vulnerability. That's all. Thank you.